Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
Welcome to the Afternoon Praise, where we uplift, we align, and we move with purpose. Hey, I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown, aka the Business Point God. And today we are stepping into another powerful Monday. That's right. If you're listening to me, guess what? God has blessed you to step into another Monday. I know it's the afternoon. I know you got your morning started. Some of y'all are probably hype, motivated, but some of y'all are probably like discouraged. But check this out. I'm here to help you get fire under your butt so that you can operate and move and execute in purpose. See, last week we talked about celebrating Monday, right? Shifting our mindset and no longer dreading the start of the week. But this week, we're going to get a little bit deeper. We are taking it to another level. We're not just celebrating Monday anymore. We are owning it. So I want you to own your Monday. Today's message is simple, but it's powerful. Monday is the door. Execution is the key. Monday is not the start of your week. It is the entry point to your outcome. Execution is not effort, it's an intentional movement backed by clarity. It is intentional movement backed by clarity. If you don't take authority over your Monday, you surrender the rest of your week and maybe the rest of your life. And you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown. And you know what I tell you every day? Tell a family member, tell a friend to tune in because this show is going to get woo. That's all I'm going to say.
Join us on this heavenly journey, one song at a time, Wave Radio.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise, and this is Motivational Monday. And we are taking back our Mondays. We are going to own our Mondays. We're going to celebrate our Mondays. Mondays are going to be the catalyst. It's going to be the tool for our success. Let's look at a little research. Let's look at some research. Research shows performances drop nearly 10% on Monday. This means most people are not starting from neutral. They are starting from behind. And if you're starting behind mentally, you spend the rest of your day trying to catch up instead of moving forward. This is why people say things like, I'll start fresh on Tuesday. Let me ease into the week. But easing into the week is how you lose control of it. Let me say this. You have to override the natural drift of Monday. You don't wait to feel ready. You decide to be ready. Listen to what I'm saying. And you said drift. You know the drift. We talked about the drift last week. You just drifting along. I want to repeat this. You have to override the natural drift of Monday. You don't wait to feel ready for Monday. You don't wait to feel ready to get started. You decide to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to want to get up when you don't feel like getting up. You got to want to go and execute when you don't feel like executing. You don't drift into Monday. You override it with intentions. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
You're riding the waves of faith and grace on Wave Radio.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown. You know, there's a cost of dreading Monday. People who dread Monday have higher long-term stress levels. Cortisol. That means your mindset isn't just emotional, it becomes physical. If you start your week stressed, frustrated, or unprepared, your body carries that into your conversations, your decisions, and guess what? The most important one of all, patience, your patience. Now you're not just dealing with your week, you're fighting yourself. Some people don't have a work problem. They have a Monday mindset problem. How you enter Monday determines how you experience the week. Can I repeat that? Some people don't have a work problem. They have a Monday mindset problem. And that Monday mindset can carry on to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you come up talking about, well, I'm starting my week better next week. I'm going to start it stronger. That's how they say in this country, strong. I'm going to start it stronger. But I'm going to say this. You have to enter Monday determined. You have to enter Monday saying, this is my day. Because how you enter Monday determines how you experience the week. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Stay tuned and stay blessed here on Wave Radio.
What's going on, people? If you're listening to the Afternoon Praise, I just want to thank you for being a listener. Without you, there's no us. And again, continue to share the Afternoon Praise, Wave Radio. Man, I really love it and I appreciate you all. But let's go here. We have to execute mentally first. Before you send an email, before you take calls, before you handle business, you need to get your mind right. Because if your mind is scattered, your decisions will be scattered. Your focus will be scattered. Your results will be scattered. You can be busy all day and still not execute anything meaningful. That's what happened when there's no mental alignment. You don't win your week with your hands. You win it with your mind first. Let's look at Romans 12:2. You know I was coming with some scripture. Romans 12:2. It says, and I'm just going to read the beginning of this. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You got to renew your mind daily. You got to come in strong mentally. You got to come in and say, I know I don't feel good, but I'm going to start this day strong. I'm going to get out of bed. I know this person pissed me off, but I'm not going to cuss them out. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to do what I need to do. I know, but I do know I'm going to execute at a level high. I'm not going to put myself in defeat. I'm not going to speak failure over myself. I'm going to speak victory and life over my situation. That's what you have to do. That's called getting yourself mentally prepared. The battle starts first in your mind. And you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown. Get your mind right, people.
Stay tuned and stay blessed here on Wave Radio.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise here on Wave Radio. We were talking about getting your mind right. It starts first in your mind. See, mental health is now a performance tool. 38% of people are now prioritizing mental health intentionally. Why? Because people are realizing you can't perform at a high level with a low level mindset. This is not just being about feeling good. No, this is not just about feeling good. This is about functioning properly. Your mind is the control center. How you think determines how you move. How you move determines what you produce. If your mind is off, everything else follows. Your mindset is not separate from your success. It's the driver of it. People, get your mind right. And you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Stay tuned and stay blessed here on Wave Radio.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown. It's a lot going on in the world. And as being Christians mean following Christ, Jesus Christ, believing in God, the Father of Jesus Christ, and believing in Jesus Christ. That's what Christian, being a Christian. And I'm a black man too. And I know y'all probably say, why you got to bring race in? Because right now, black and brown people are going through a lot. They're going through a lot. And it's not just us. Everybody is going through some things. But we got to prepare for the battle because this thing is not natural. It's spiritual. And the Bible tells us we wrestle not with flesh, but principalities. We wrestle with spirits, with higher spirits, with demons. We wrestle. So let's be real. Every week comes with resistance. Things won't go perfectly. People won't always cooperate. Situations won't always be smooth. So if you wake up expecting everything to be easy, you're already unprepared. Preparation don't stop problems. It prepares you to handle them correctly. Let me repeat that. Preparation don't stop problems. It prepares you to handle them correctly. I prepared my mind to stay steady when pressure shows up. That's what I do. Is it easy? No. So I'm telling you this. A prepared mind stays steady when pressure shows up. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Stay tuned and stay blessed here on Wave Radio.
What a beautiful Monday. The pollen is out, people. Yes, it is yellow outside. We are turning yellow. Make sure you take your allergy medicines if you got to take them, but the pollen is out. Hey, the game plan changes every time, y'all. I know y'all got these plans. Y'all got your sticky notes here, this, there. Hey, I'm going to execute it this way. I'm going to do it this way. But guess what? The game plan changes every time. Without a plan, you react. With the plan, you execute. Most people wake up and ask, what should I do today? That question alone creates delay. Yes. Once you asking what I do today, now you created a gap between your execution, your thoughts, and your delivery. So that creates delay. High performers don't wake up guessing. They wake up executing what was already decided. That's where speed come from. Clarity remove hesitation, which allow you to execute at a high level. You got to have a game plan every day. The game plan changes every day, but you got to have a game plan going into the day. You can't create the game plan in that day for that day. Remember, clarity removes hesitation. If you are operating in hesitation the whole day, man, you done lost. Let's remove the hesitation. Let's create a game plan for every day. I create a plan for my shows every day. I create a plan. I do my show. I put an article out. I put it in Opus Clip. When I do the show, I put it in video form and I post. That takes a lot, but I have to have that clarity of what I'm trying to do. I understand my purpose. So I don't move with hesitation. I do the same thing every day because I know the game plan. I know the goal. I know the outcome during the season. So put a plan together. All right. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Bringing the sounds of heaven 24/7 Wave Radio.
If you just tuned in, you're listening to the Afternoon Praise, and you know my voice. You know who it is. It's Demetrius L. Brown, a.k.a. the Business Point God. And I know you probably say the Business Point God. Yeah. So I have a podcast, too, called Understanding the Play. I do strategic planning for businesses and companies also too. And I go by the Business Point Guard. So that's why you hear AKA the Business Point Guard. So, but let me say this. The 60% productivity reality. Have you heard of that before? Have you? You haven't? Okay. Let me break it down to you. Let me break it down for you. I'm sorry. People are only productive about 60% of their day. That means almost half of your day can disappear if you're not intentional. Where does it go? Hey, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Distractions, indecisions, switching between tasks. Time doesn't just get used, it gets taken. So if you don't protect it, you will lose it. Your plan protects your productivity window. Your plan protects your productive window. Your productivity, your productive window. Your plan protects that. And you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown. Let's talk about the rule of three. Let's simplify it, right? I want you to create a rule of three. We're going to simplify your day. We're going to simplify this thing. You don't need 10 priorities. You need focus. Pick 3 things, just 3, that move your business forward, that move your life forward, that must get done no matter what. So let me repeat that. You don't need 10 priorities. You need focus. Pick 3 things that move your business forward, that move your life forward, that must get done no matter what. Completion builds confidence. Confidence builds momentum. If everything matters, nothing gets executed. And we are all guilty for that. We're trying to do everything, and nothing get completed. Maybe part of something, part of this, part of that, but that's not completion. So focus on three things, just three things. And I'm going to repeat this. That move your business forward, that move your life forward, that must get done no matter what. Hey, you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. What's killing your focus? You don't know? Okay, let me answer that for you. I'm going to answer for you. It's noise. The noise is killing your focus. The average person is interrupted every 4 minutes. That means your focus is constantly under attack. And the crazy part is most distractions don't look dangerous. They look like notifications, messages, and quick check-ins. Not everything that comes to you deserves access to you. And I had to learn that the hard way. Distractions is not random. It's constant and aggressive. You hear me? Distractions is not random. It's constant and aggressive. Stop being distracted. Turn the notifications off. Turn the messages off. Lock your door. Lock your office door. Do what you got to do so that you can stay focused. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. Now, I don't know if you remember last week, I talked about the 23-minute penalty. And you might have forgot, but I'm going to bring this up again because I think this is really important. After one distraction, it takes 23 minutes to refocus. So think about it. If you get distracted 3 to 4 times, you just lost over an hour. An hour. See, this is why people feel busy but not productive, because their time is being fragmented. Distraction don't just pause progress, they multiply delay. And I'm going to repeat that. Distractions don't just pause progress, they multiply delay. Let this sink in. Let this 23-minute penalty sink in. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
It is Motivational Monday, and this is the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown. And guess what? Monday is the door. Execution is the key. If you're trying to get to that next level, you're trying to go somewhere, you got to execute. You know what the Bible said? Faith without works is dead. Your execution is the work. If you're believing in it, guess what? Put the work in it. You could say all day long, oh, I know God is going to do this for me. But if you're not putting the work in, do you really believe what you're saying God is supposed to be doing for you? But hey, that's something else. But let me tell you this. Protect your execution window. You need time where you are locked in. Yes. No notifications, no interruptions, no unnecessary conversations. You don't need more hours. You need better protected hours. This is where real progress happens. I'm going to repeat that. You don't need more hours. You need better protected hours. This is where real progress happens. Execution requires space, not just effort. Think about it. Jesus moved. He went up. He went to places by himself. He only brought 1 or 2 disciples at a time. But Jesus, his space was very important. He did different things and certain things in different spaces. He executed in different ways in different spaces. So your space is important to your execution. Again, execution requires space, not just effort. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. This is Motivational Monday. Monday is the door. Execution is the key. I know a lot of y'all like to be patted on the back. I know celebrated in public and all that stuff, and being motivated and stuff. That's good. That's good. But can I be honest with you? Let me be honest with you. External motivation isn't enough. Motivation from outside, guess what? Fades quickly, depends on the environment, and is inconsistent. That's why some days you feel on fire and other days you don't feel like doing anything. If you depend on feeling motivated, you will be inconsistent. You can't build consistency on temporary energy. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. Stop depending on other people to motivate you, to push you, to pump you up. Yeah, I know in church we do that. The praise team come, everything is planned out from the opening prayer to the praise team leading into ushering in the word, and from the word, from the pastor motivating us, giving us a word, from the close, from the prayer. I know all that stuff is in place, but you got to use the strength that God given you in Jesus Christ to motivate yourself and to move yourself when you don't feel like moving. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Internal motivation isn't enough. Hey, you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise, and let's talk about intrinsic motivation. Your why. Your why. Intrinsic is inside of you. You got to motivate yourself. It got to be something inside you to motivate yourself. Your why is what grounds you. It's what keep you moving when it's hard, it's slow, or it's uncomfortable. When your motivation is internal, your movement becomes consistent. You stop negotiating with yourself. Your why is what keep you moving when you don't feel like it. You got to dig deep down into yourself. And you got to understand your why. Why? That's the only way you're going to keep going. Because if you're depending on somebody else, guess what? When they let you down, you're going to stop. You're going to stop. So again, deep down, motivate yourself. Understand your why. Understand your God-given purpose and just operate in that. All right? Hey, you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.
You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. Hey, my time is almost up, but we got a little time left. So if you got a request, you got a shout out, hit me up. We want to hear from you. I want to know what are these shows doing for you? Are you getting something out of them? Or you feel like I'm talking too much? What? Let me know. I want to hear from you, okay? Because I'm going to continue to do what I do, but I still would like to hear from you, But let's talk about flow state and focus. When you are fully locked in, you enter a different level of performance. That's flow. Where distractions fade, clarity increases, execution becomes smooth. Flow doesn't happen randomly. It happens when focus is protected. Focus creates flow. Flow produces results. Get a flow. Get a flow. Get a flow. First, understand your purpose. Understand what you're doing. You got to change it mentally. You got to change it mentally. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the way people, you got to stop allowing people to distract you. You got to dig deep inside you and execute. Because your flow creates results. You're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown.
Stay tuned and stay blessed here on Wave Radio.
What's going on, good people? My time is up. It's been great. It's been lovely, man. I thank you for joining me today on Motivational Monday. The theme was Monday is the door, execution is the key. And I need for you all to change your mindset. I need for you all to prepare daily. Get yourself in a position that you are prepared, so now you're not hesitating to do what you need to do. Execution is what's going to get you to the next level. And I know you probably said, well, I didn't start my Monday off well today. I didn't plan. Guess what? Start your Tuesday off well, all right? Or when this show is over with, go ahead. Your Monday is not over. You still got some Monday left, so you still got time. You got the next moment to get it right. See, Monday is not just another day. It is your reset, your realignment, your relaunch. You have a decision to make every Monday. Am I reacting to the week or am I leading? Monday is the door. Execution is the key. Your mindset is the hand that turns it. Don't wait for the week to go your way. Step into it with authority, clarity, and focus. Win Monday, and you position yourself to win your life. And you're listening to the Afternoon Praise. I'm your host, Demetrius L. Brown, and I will see you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow. Guess what tomorrow is? It is Triumph Tuesday. So come prepared to be equipped. And yes, I'm going to motivate you because I know my motivation is stirring you to motivate yourself. Hey, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.
Catch the wave. You're listening to Wave Radio, your home for uplifting gospel music.